The Learning Company. Wow, get that mouse off the screen. Get it out of here. Oh, get off the screen. Get off the screen, mouse. Cursor. we're playing Deke. Okay, come on. Show us what. Okay, another. This is an interesting logo right here because I don't know what. There's a robot. Puts a light up. It looks good. Image builder. That's what the shit out of voice saying that there. Oh boy, oh boy.
As the end of the 18th century approaches,
This is Liberty's
a
Kids.
tidal wave of change
Since they're not
is
saying it.
poised to engulf the American colonies.
Gotta
There
love
is
the
a
image
battle
quality here.
brewing to decide the fate of the colonies, as the country is split between loyalists, patriots, and those who
I like that they
remain
just like
undecided.
downscale the. It's just a TV show, but downscaled by a lot.
Farmers, statesmen, and townsfolk have
It's not like
many different
original
ideas, perspectives,
low-res
and
cutscenes.
motivations behind the American Revolution. The coming years will be ones of conflict,
They didn't. It's not even like music from the show.
hardship, hope,
Couldn't fit it on the disc.
and I pray victory. The
This is
forging
Benjamin
of a
Franklin
great
talking, by the way.
nation
I don't know if he
cannot
said
take
that.
place without dedication, determination, and sacrifice.
I don't.
Oh, and my name? My name is Benjamin Franklin. Duty calls me
Right
now to
there,
London,
there he says it.
where I must wage a war of words.
I don't think this. There.
But I leave my Philadelphia.
He was played by
Prince
someone
Charles
specific on the show. I'm pretty sure. But this is like a famous, not famous. This is a voice actor you'll hear in these type of games sometimes.
Journalism and the running of a newspaper. Oh yes, and his
I recognize
two
him from-
young apprentices, Sarah Phillips and James Hillard,
Yeah.
who must learn how
What
to
about-
work
what about
together to
Henri?
separate truth from
Henri?
hearsay,
Whatever his name is.
as they pursue the most
The little
complete,
French kid.
accurate story for the Pennsylvania Gazette.
That's your
As
newspaper.
other voices try to sway the people to their point of view, it is only by excellence in reporting that the Gazette will be a successful and
Oh.
compelling voice for freedom and liberty.
Walter Cronkite was who voiced Liberty Kids. That's who voiced Benjamin Franklin on the cartoon. Interesting.
As reporters,
Henri,
you'll
that
have
was
to
his
ask
name.
the right questions and get the facts and opinions that make the most accurate and interesting story.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, an exciting assignment has just come in.
Oh boy.
You'll find it over on the bulletin board.
Well, let's check the bulletin board. Let's look around here first, though.
This is the layout area, where you can
Layout
make your front
area.
page look just the way you want before you print it out. But first, you need to investigate the latest story. Go to the bulletin board and review your assignment so you can gather some informative quotes.
I'm thinking hopefully we can do like one assignment here. I'm not going to do a full playthrough of the game here. Maybe I'll stream the rest, but hopefully we can do like one assignment. But let's look at some of the stuff around Benjamin Franklin's shop here. What are you looking at, James? What are you looking around at?
That kite is the one that Ben used to test his theory that lightning is a form of electricity. He
Wow.
flew the kite in a storm with a key attached to the end of the string. The kite and key became electrically charged, confirming his theory.
But they didn't say electrically charged, right? Because how would that work? I don't know history.
Ben attached these bells to the end of a wire connected to a lightning rod on the roof. When lightning strikes the rod, the electric current travels down the wire and makes the bells ring.
Dang, I want to try that.
As reporters, you'll have
Don't
to
try
ask the right
that.
questions and get the facts and opinions that make the most accurate and interesting story. As a matter of fact, an exciting assignment has just
Oh,
come
I just
in.
clicked on him. I thought I clicked
You'll
on the
find
thing
it over
behind
on the
him.
bulletin board.
Okay. What
Ben
are
invented
bifocals?
Bifocals.
Wow,
These eyeglasses
bifocals.
have two lenses in a single frame, one for seeing close up and one for far away. It saves the wearer from having to switch between two different pairs.
I feel like they make it seem like he invented glasses, which it doesn't sound like he did. He invented two-way glasses for people with two different types of eyes.
Ben Franklin invented this musical instrument, the glass harmonica.
Oh
A
yeah.
series of different-sized
Famous
rotating
instrument
glass
that
balls
is
make
still
notes when the
used
player's
to this
voice and
day all the
fingertips are held
time.
against them. The famous composer Mozart is said to be writing music for it.
Like now in the 1700s? Did Mozart exist at that time? Man, I really don't know history. Let's check the bulletin board.
This is the bulletin board.
Boston
The
Tea
name of your
Party.
assignment is above the frame that will hold the newspaper front page. Select the frame, and I'll fill you in on the details of the Boston Tea Party.
7 stories. Let's hear about the Boston Tea Party. I'm curious about this. Oh, hey, Benjamin Franklin.
Select the frame of the event that you want to investigate. If there is no new assignment, you still need to finish working on your current story at the editing desk or layout area.
Okay, Benjamin
Once
Franklin.
you have completed a front page,
That's
you
enough.
can click
That's
on
enough.
its
That's
frame
enough.
to
Boston
I
Tea
just
Party.
received word that a shipment of tea was destroyed in Boston. Folks are
Why would they
calling
do
it the
that?
Boston Tea Party.
Oh,
Who knows
clever.
what this may mean for the cause of liberty.
Oh boy.
He's voiced by Dustin Hoffman, I
The
think.
Sons of Liberty are behind this.
What a disgraceful
Wait.
waste of tea.
No.
No matter who's responsible.
I don't know. That's
the British
Benedict Arnold,
Parliament
right?
won't stand for it.
That doesn't
You
actually
need to
make sense
find
that
out
would be
all the
Benedict Arnold, but
details.
I
Sarah,
thought I remembered him
James,
looking like
it's
that
up to
in the
you.
show.
You need to determine the who, what, when, and where behind
Benedict
the tea that
Arnold
was
wasn't
destroyed.
behind the Boston Tea
And I
Party,
want
right?
thorough reporting here. Be sure to get at least 2 quotes about why people think it happened. And if at all possible, try to make one of them Samuel Adams. My instinct tells me
Samuel
he was
Adams.
involved somehow.
Samuel Adams? That would
The
be a
beer
scoop.
guy?
The questions you need to ask are in your notebook. Remember, excellence
That's
in
not
reporting
Benedict
means
Arnold,
a
I'm
better
wrong.
story, which will equal more newspapers sold. Let the voice of liberty ring
Maybe that was
free
Sam
and
Adams,
clear.
I don't know.
Good luck and Godspeed.
But Dustin Hoffman plays Benedict Arnold. I think that's a clip from the cartoon, huh? They use that a lot when you go from place to
Boston.
place in this.
Massachusetts Bay Colony.
Boston.
Finally. First, a long ride on horseback, then a 2-week voyage up the coast.
I don't think you have any cause to complain. If you want to be a reporter, you have to go where there's something to report.
I would
Okay. Let's see if someone around here knows what happened to all that tea.
not be surprised if these are the voice actors from the show. Maybe even for Moses as well. That was the guy in the print shop, right? Ben Franklin is not the same voice actor. I recognize this voice actor. Don't know his name, but he was from like. I heard his voice in Curse of Monkey Island, and I was like, "Oh, it's Ben Franklin," because I probably played the game more than I watched the show for this. I did watch the show quite a bit, though. Let's see let's talk.
If we need some help, we can always call on Ben's expertise. Moses told us all about Ben's principles of journalism.
That is like an earworm in my head. That dialogue right there. How many times must I have clicked them while playing the game that dialogue is like burned into my skull.
Let's not forget that we should make a sketch of any interesting places or people that we see. We can pick the best sketch for our newspaper story back at the print shop.
Let's sketch this. And can we look at our sketches? Oh yeah, there we go. That's not gonna be our sketch. We don't need that. And we don't have any.
It looks like we haven't any answers to our who question.
No,
yet.
we don't.
Need to ask some people if they know
Go
who was
back.
involved.
Go back. All right. No one here. Let's go to the left.
This part of the harbor is known as
Henri!
Wharf. We should be able to find out something around here.
Hopefully.
Isn't that ship back there the Dartmouth?
Isn't that Henri?
That was one of the ships sent by the British East India Company to carry tea to Boston.
Yeah, and your little friend here.
Henri, Moses
him.
asked us to find out about the Boston Tea Party. Do you know anything about
I'm
it?
sure he'll be very
I will.
helpful.
Of course. What do you want to know?
Who do you
Who
think?
do you think destroyed the tea?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Sorry.
definitely gonna quote that in the story. Yes, save that, please.
What actually happened to the tea?
Maybe somebody drank it.
That's a good guess, Henri. Save.
When was the tea destroyed? It happened a few weeks ago, I think.
I don't think that's true. I'm not gonna say that.
Where was the tea destroyed?
In Boston. What a silly question.
Yeah, that's exactly. Dumb question.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed? Somebody ate tea. Who can blame them? I do too. Yuck.
This is a very authentic French accent. Thank you for your help, Henri, my friend.
Hello again, James and Sarah. How can I help you?
We'll see you around, Henri. Let's go on the ship. This is the ship that the tea was tossed from. Yes.
It is the Dartmouth.
Correct.
Governor Hutchinson insisted that its cargo of tea from the British East India Company was to be unloaded.
But some people weren't too happy with that idea because the colonies had no say about the import tax added to the
Sounds
price
like
of
you
tea.
guys already know the
We need
story.
to find out what happened to that tea.
Okay.
So, all the tea was on this ship?
Actually, this was one of 3 ships with tea, and all of them had their tea destroyed.
What are you pacing around for, dude? Let's talk to the. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. Then we'll look around.
Here, what you two want? State your business.
We're reporters, doing a story on the Boston Tea Party.
And loyal British subjects, I might add. At least one of us
I think
is.
they use this guy's design a
We
lot
thought we
throughout the
might
game.
find out a few details on the ship.
It's a generic
If we may have your permission to look
soldier.
around.
You'd find me in a better mood if I could get me a new bayonet. I lost me old bayonet somewhere in the kerfuffle surrounding that blame tea party. If me sergeant finds out, I'll come a cropper.
Yo, what? Okay, let's get this guy a bayonet. Hey, somebody get this guy a bayonet. Door locked?
The cabin door is locked.
Alright, let's try to see if there's another way in.
Fantastic! This must have been where they stored the tea.
Among other things.
My word.
Look at all this cargo.
We should take a sketch. Maybe not here. Well, whatever. There's a sketch. And some bread.
A loaf of bread. Smells good.
We could give this to Henri, but I think in another one of these things we get a loaf of bread and give it to Henri. Spoiler alert. Nothing else in here. Pretty sure. Don't know how. Maybe we get a key for that cabin. How do I leave? We're gonna need a key, bayonet, and we have some bread that we can use for some. This is a good sketch right here. Yes. Possibly this as well. Probably not though. Probably this looks like the cover story right here. Let's go this way.
I just can't understand why the people of Boston can't be grateful. After all, Parliament did drop all the Townsend taxes, except for a small tax on imported
You loyalists.
It's the principle of
Is
the
that the
thing.
correct term?
We've got no say in the British government at all. So why should we pay any taxes to them?
Yeah. Man, these two sure are button heads. What's in here?
I'm not too sure about
Oh.
this. I've never been in a tavern before in my life.
That's
As a journalist, we've got to go where the stories are. I've heard rumors that
John
Samuel
Adams.
met with some of his fellow patriots in this place.
That's John Adams, right? Maybe it's Sam Adams. I think it's John Adams though. Paper.
This paper is handmade from recycled rags.
Oh. Okay. Let's talk to these people. We cannot. Oh.
Sir, we're trying to find out some information
Sir.
about the Boston Tea Party.
And find Samuel Adams, if he's still
Okay,
in
that's
Boston.
definitely Sam Adams.
Well, I'm John Adams.
Oh,
John
I was right the first
Adams?
time.
The famous lawyer who defended the British
You guys don't
soldiers after the
recognize John
Boston
Adams?
Massacre? I guess we won't be getting a patriot perspective from you.
Well, you never know. Remember, as journalists, it's important to learn all sides to the story. Sam is cautious about who he meets with these days. He's continuing
Are
to
they
look for
related?
cause and
I
how
should-
near here and not accepting visitors. Tell you what, if you'll do me a favor, I'll pass along your request to interview him.
Ah,
I lost the quill pen I use for writing letters to my wife Abigail. Can you find me another? You might check
Okay.
with Phyllis Wheatley, since she does a good amount of writing herself.
Phyllis Wheatley. Don't know who that is. I guess we'll run into her. So he can get us to Sam Adams. I don't know if they're related. I would assume maybe that. I mean, they have the same last name. If I ever figure that out, I don't remember.
North Church.
What a beautiful building. And I bet there's quite a view of Boston from the top of the tower.
Probably. Is Samuel Adams related to James Adams? Was it James Adams? John Adams. God, I can't believe I did that. John. Is Samuel Adams related to John Adams?
According to National Constitution Center, in this different type of Adams family, John Adams and Samuel Adams were second cousins.
Second cousins. I knew they were related.
If we need some help, we can always.
Oh, she just says it unprompted. That's why it's burned into my brain.
Principles of journalism.
Journalism.
These stairs must lead up to the tower.
Oh, we're going in the tower.
Let's go on up then. Ladies first.
Yeah,
a true
yeah.
gentleman would first make sure there's nothing nasty waiting at the top.
Or maybe he's being he's trying to say, hey, I don't need you strong independent woman, you can do it yourself.
This is amazing. You could see all the way across the Charles River from here.
All right, calm down.
Perhaps others have enjoyed this very same view.
Maybe. Oh, it went in there.
A message on a scroll. Someone
A message on a
mean
scroll.
this.
Who is the message for? Don't know. We're not gonna. Maybe there's an arrow if we get enough stuff. Because if we get the bayonet and the quill, we're gonna be full inventory. Nothing else up there. We should go. What? No, all right, nothing else that way. I thought there was. Maybe. Oh, I'm thinking of this way. Maybe this way. There's like. Let's go this way.
It looks rather.
This
like
is the way I
leaving
was
the city
thinking of.
behind.
Bats.
This stretch of
Watch
land
out.
is called Boston Neck. It joins Boston to the mainland.
So this guy is a noble nobody.
Pardon me, sir.
That's his name.
My name's Sarah Phillips, and this is my assistant, James.
And we
Miller.
can't talk to anybody.
Assistant?
Maybe he wants
I'm
bread.
the journalist. You've only just arrived from London.
London? I'd warrant that you may agree with me then, miss. I'd be happy to give you my opinion about these dreadful goings-on.
Oh. I don't even have my tea.
My sentiments exactly.
Would you happen to have any tea?
Exactly.
A cup? Some people are making it more difficult for us to buy it here in Boston these days.
Yeah, that was definitely their what they were trying to do, dude. They were just trying to inconvenience you specifically.
It's getting pretty late.
Not trying to make a point
Do
or
you think
anything.
We'll find anything out here?
Let's look around a bit more. We need to find out.
They're gonna
more
get
about
mauled
this
to
Boston
death.
Tea party.
What else is out here?
Well, this looks like the end of the path.
Okay. Map.
Thank goodness, my dress is getting muddy.
It looks fine.
A map of Boston, in Massachusetts.
Boston.
Boston has around 15,000 inhabitants and is a very important colonial city.
Sure. Yeah. Tea. I need some tea. Where's the tea?
So, isn't Boston about the same size as London?
Isn't Boston
Good
about the
gracious,
same
no.
size as
London is the
London?
largest city in the British Empire.
I don't know about that. I think Boston's a little bit bigger.
A milliner's shop. Milliners sew hats and other accessories.
I wonder if her business will be affected if trouble comes to the colony.
What is it? What do they call someone who makes hats? Not a milliner, a haberdashery. Yeah.
We can only carry 4 items at a time.
What?
If we want to keep this, we'll have to replace something we already have. The item we replace will go back to where we first found it.
Jesus, that's so inconvenient. We can't just leave it here? Well, I don't know. If we need that, we'll come back for it. We'll just take what we have right now.
Madam, would you mind answering a few questions?
I need some
We're
thread. I can't
reporters
find
from
it
the
anywhere.
Pennsylvania Gazette.
My, you're a long way from home then. I'd be happy to help. I'm just closing up my shop, you know, but I'm having trouble finding my best pair of scissors. I've been all over town.
How many
today
things
and
are
can't find
there?
them anywhere. The church, that ship at the harbor.
Sure, we can keep our eyes open for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, alright. We gotta find scissors. In there. That way, that way. Let's go this way.
This part of town looks promising.
Rope.
Rumor has it that Samuel Adams is staying around here somewhere.
In there, probably. I feel like I think sometimes a few times I played this game, I didn't even talk to him, and I was like, why did I get a bad review on this story I wrote? Because you didn't talk to the most important person. There's some rope if we need it. Don't have room for it right now. Let's go this way.
Hey, that's the Wheatley house across the street.
From Portal?
I do believe you are right.
To barn.
This old barn
Oh,
may be
bayonet.
sheltering a bunch of British soldiers soon. The citizens of Boston
Hello,
are being
little
forced
owl.
to house them, thanks to the Quartering Act.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
would think that it would be an honor to help His Majesty's troops.
Wow, I kind of hate her. No, the more I hear her opinions. We don't need a map of Boston, I don't think. Oh, but that's so far away to get that map if we do need it. I don't think we do, though, so
A
let's...
bayonet. His Majesty's soldiers are very well trained in fighting with the bayonet.
They fit on the end of their muskets. The colonial militia do not have nearly enough of these important weapons.
That's it in here. What about in here?
All right, the kitchen.
Ah,
I smell freshly baked bread.
yeah, in your
You're
inventory.
just like Henri.
Actually,
There's
that's...
more to life than food.
It's just bread, come on. It's probably hardtack, actually, since we got it on the ship. It's not fresh. It'd be weird if they were fresh. It wouldn't be fresh anymore, it'd be stale. What's up?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a minute to answer a few questions?
I need some bread.
Normally, I wouldn't mind. But right
I
now
need
I'm
some
a little distracted.
hardtack
I'm
to
all out
compare
of
to my
paper,
fresh bread.
So I can't finish this poem I'm working
Paper,
on.
I have paper.
Home?
And then you can give me
Wait
a quill.
minute. Are you Phyllis Wheatley?
Yeah.
The famous poet who wrote those inspiring calls for freedom and liberty, even though in slavery yourself?
I am Phyllis Wheatley, and my situation is very different from most slaves. The Wheatley family treat me as a member of the family, and I am thankful to God for giving me the chance to express myself in poetry. I'm very sorry, but I really must look for some more paper before I can talk to you
I have
further.
paper. I have paper right here. And can I have a quill, please? Thank you.
Here's your paper. By the way, would you happen to have a spare quill pen we could have?
Certainly. I just put one on the table.
What if I had not
Please take
talked
it
to
with
John
my
Adams
sincere
first?
gratitude.
Thank you. Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
You know, I never did find out who did it.
Okay.
What actually happened to the tea?
Rumor has it that it was dumped somewhere.
Not very helpful. What happens if we ask again?
Rumor has it
All
that
right.
it was...
So I feel like sometimes they say extra things. So it's important to ask.
When was the tea destroyed?
If they seem like they're saying
Now,
something
let me
important.
see. I think I remember. I had an errand to the milliner's shop earlier that day.
Yeah, okay. Tell me more.
It was December 16th, sometime in the early evening. I was studying Latin vocabulary when I heard mention of a commotion in town.
Well, we don't need that personal anecdote for it, you know, but thank you. Where?
was the tea destroyed?
I heard it was somewhere in Boston, but not this end of town.
That's not very helpful.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Some people have lost all patience with Parliament. Since
This
they
is a
seem
good
bent on
anecdote.
taking away our God-given
Thank you.
liberty by taxing us without our consent.
Yes, thank you. Very well put. Thank you for your help, miss. Quill.
A quill pen. Most quill pens are made from goose feathers.
Perfect for writing something important.
I don't see any goose around here. Where the important goose feathers? Shouldn't have that in the harbor. Hey. Let's go this way. Oh, we can talk to John Adams. And then we can talk to Sam Adams. Where's the tea, though? Wait. Maybe he has some tea? I feel like we need rope, but maybe I'm wrong. Where do I get the tea? Where am I gonna get the tea? Just want to look around a little bit more. I know there's tea around here somewhere. Well, let's just talk
Sam
to John
is
Adams.
cautious about who he meets with these days.
That's fine. Here,
Thank
take
you.
your quill.
Abigail likes to
Thank
be kept up to
you.
date with recent events. I'll be sure and let Sam know that you want to talk to him.
And I will be sure to do that.
So, how can I help you two?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I know exactly who, but I don't know if I should say.
Oh, come on. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Did he dump the tea hard?
The group who did it has been known for its dedication to the rights of Americans.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Did they hate the king too? Tell me more. Tell me more. Did they put the G to you? This is a fine answer.
What actually happened to the tea?
Well, I didn't see what happened, but I don't believe it will be usable anymore.
That's not very clear.
When was the tea destroyed?
It was sometime last month, if my memory serves me correctly.
I guess Henri was pretty much correct with that answer.
Where was the tea destroyed?
We want the
I
specific
have a report
answers.
describing the whole thing. The tea crates were dumped into Boston Harbor alongside Griffin's Wharf.
Thank you. Good answer. Good answer. On the board, Griffin's Wharf. Show me Griffin's Wharf. You can't say that on... Deke, you can't say that on TV.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
I'm beginning to see the reasons behind these actions.
Mm-hmm.
The destruction of the tea is so bold, so daring, so firm.
A lot of good why
It must
answers
have
here.
important
Maybe we can put
consequences.
multiple.
Those involved must want Parliament to stop its unfair taxation.
It's true. I think, I still think, what's her face? The poet, I think her answer was probably better. Because this is like putting an emphasis on what like, it says less of why and like more, there's a lot of what in this statement. And we don't need we already asked him what, so the what was a different question. Where the frick is the tea? Somebody spill the tea. I mean, I guess they already did. Oh, we got a bayonet, dude.
You'd find me in a better mood if I could...
Easy bayonet.
We found
Shit
a
your
bayonet, sir.
bloody tribe.
Will this do?
Oh, so you did. I'm much obliged, miss. You saved me bacon. If you want to look
Bacon?
around, I'll unlock the cabin for you.
Oh.
You can ask me some questions
Thank you
too, if you
kindly.
like. I know a thing or two, I do.
I do. So there's probably tea in the cabin. That's the one place they couldn't get to. They should have kicked the door in.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Well, if you ask me, it was probably a bunch of no-good rascals looking for trouble.
Probably a bunch of bloody liberals. What? Come on, dude.
Lots of townsfolk hate us British soldiers. Lobsterbacks, they call us. It might have been any of them.
That's a fine answer, I guess. I don't think that's the right who, but...
What actually happened to the tea?
Oh, I know all about that. One of me pals was on sentry duty that night.
Tell me more, did he see the tea throne? Tell me more, was it all overblown?
A mob dumped all the tea overboard.
Oh, it was overboard, not overblown. Very simple answer. Not very good. I'll save it, though. Maybe I can use John Adams' why for the what?
When was the tea destroyed?
Now, it was the night of the 14th. No, the 17th.
No. Not specific enough.
It definitely wasn't the 15th. I was on duty that night.
Where?
Where
Well,
was the
right
tea
here.
destroyed?
All the crates of tea were
Right
broken
on
up
this
and
very
dumped
ship.
into Boston Harbor.
It's a good answer. Why?
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Why? I know
Exactly why. I remember him saying that. Yeah, tell me more.
These colonists have lost all respect for the mother country. It's we soldiers who have to defend them, and they're not willing to pay their taxes. It's sheer selfishness, if you ask me.
So we got two very good answers. We got the answer from the poet on one side, and we got the answer from him on the other side. So these are very good. If we can use two, then that's good. We get both sides, which is good for journalism, I guess, back in the 1700s anyway. Let's go in here.
The captain's cabin.
Ah,
We should
scissors
sail
and
back
tea.
to England with the tea.
From what I understand, the captain didn't have a choice. The governor wouldn't allow him to leave, but certain agitated citizens wouldn't let him unload the tea
Certain
either.
agitated citizens. Uh-oh. Scissors.
A pair of seamstress scissors. Many women learn embroidery and carry scissors with them.
Cool. And tea! It wasn't all thrown overboard. We have some right here.
A canister of tea. Tea is a very popular drink in the colonies.
Let's sketch.
True patriots
Let's
won't
sketch
drink
the
tea
tea.
anymore, though, to protest the tea tax.
Let's sketch it. Oh. Tea sketch. Sketch the tea. Ah, whatever.
If we need some help, we can.
I know. So we have the scissors, we have the tea, we can talk to the two nobodies.
Let's not.
Here's your tea, sir. Oh,
Would you
right.
happen to have any tea?
Yeah, I have the tea.
Well, we found some tea for you.
Why is his
Though I
voice
feel like a traitor giving it to you.
familiar?
True patriots have nothing to do with tea from Britain.
Trying
Go
to pl-
ahead with your questions. It's about time someone asked for my opinion.
Oh, I'm trying to place the voice actor. I definitely recognize his voice, and I don't think it's just from this game. Even though that would make a lot of sense.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Some ruffians from around here, but they were disguised.
Was it Dana Carvey from the Master of Disguise?
It was Samuel Adams and the Sons of Liberty.
Whoa, good
If I
answer.
call them the Sons of Violence, they'll stop at nothing. People
The
have been
Sons of
tarred and
Violence.
feathered for opposing them.
Sons of Anarchy. Good answer.
What actually happened to the tea?
It's too hard for me even to talk about.
Not the tea. Oh my.
All that tea gone.
That's definitely the quote we'll use. No, not the tea.
When was the tea destroyed?
A day that I'll never forget.
They're addicted to this stuff. Imagine if someone threw coffee into Boston Harbor now. Someone just destroyed a Dunkin' Donuts ship at Boston Harbor. No, not the coffee. Oh God. All dumped into Boston Harbor.
It was around the middle of December, right after I got back from my supper in the evening.
Oh. That's a bad answer.
Where was the tea destroyed?
I'm actually not sure exactly where the tea was destroyed.
Oh, I thought you cared so much about the tea. You don't even know where it was.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Those villains destroyed the tea
Oh my God.
because they are naughty, rebellious children, wanting their own way instead of
This is
trusting Parliament
too
to look after them.
opinionated.
Don't they know that colonies are supposed to serve the mother country instead of caring only about their own selfish concerns?
No, this is a bad answer. But I'll save it just in case, because it is very detailed.
Those rebels think that acts like these will force Parliament to agree to their demands. They don't understand that there are costs that come along with the benefits of being part of the British Empire.
Okay.
Oh, it's you two again. Go ahead with your questions. It's about time someone asked for my opinion.
What is... I don't know. I don't know what the voice actor is. I don't know. This would be difficult to look up, I think. Well, is there credits?
This is a reference guide of people, places, and dates of the American Revolution.
People.
You can look at famous people and
Oh, yeah.
places, or a timeline showing many of the period's significant
Oh.
events. Use the index page to choose a topic.
Interesting. Oh, yep, there's Samuel Adams. There's John Adams. Look at all these people. What is that guy? Thomas Paine. Lafayette. Paul Revere. You can tell which people are in the game by how detailed the picture is, because they just took it from the show. This Brandywine? Leave. Well, let's talk to the haberdashery or whatever. Here's your here's
I'd
your
be happy
scissors.
to help. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I don't feel like I can tell you. Frankly, I'm scared to.
Oh man. Well, feels like we shouldn't press her on it, but I guess we are.
The people who did it have very strong feelings about the recent taxes. and don't understand why anyone wouldn't share their views.
I think we already got a who, so.
What actually happened to the tea?
I don't know very much about it.
Come on.
Well, I know that there were 3 ships carrying the tea, and all of it was dumped overboard.
I think we have a better what already. We do, so whatever.
When was the tea destroyed?
I remember when it was.
Just tell me.
It was just after I put the children to bed for the night.
That is not. Come on. You know that's not helpful. Oh,
well,
hang on. Did we say, well, where?
Where was the tea destroyed?
I don't know where. Sorry.
All right.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
To protest the tea tax. The taxes aren't really that high, you know.
Everyone has a why. No one has the other details.
It's unfair to be taxed without having a voice in Parliament.
Oh, I don't know what happened, but I know exactly why it happened.
The tea was destroyed to make a stand for liberty from unjust laws, like taxes without a voice.
Man, the why is going to be hard.
Since my husband died, I've had myself and the babies to care for. Liberty is all well and good, but if all this trouble affects my business and I lose the store, what will I do?
That's a good side to it. I think the only person we haven't talked to is Sam Adams, right? I believe so. No, is there any more pictures we can get? We could do a sketch of Sam Adams also. So where was he? Was he this way? There he is.
Some civilized lodgings at last.
I must admit that fire does feel good. The winter in Massachusetts Bay Colony can freeze the bones.
Let's take this, just to have.
A wig powderer. Many men and
Wig
women
powder.
wear wigs. And if your wig's looking a little dull,
you can puff some white powder on it to brighten it up.
Is he wearing a wig? James, are you wearing a wig? Their hair doesn't look that greasy. They should have added grease to their hair, because everyone's hair was greasy back then.
I can't believe it. Samuel Adams.
Oh, what do you want, dude?
My name's James Hiller. I'm a reporter for the Pennsylvania Gazette.
Apprentice reporter.
So are you.
Excuse me, sir, but my name's Sarah Phillips, and we would like to ask you some questions if you don't mind.
Well, well. Reporters from the Gazette, eh? I trust that you are for the cause of liberty. Before I speak,
We're
with you,
the
I
kids
need
of
you to
liberty.
find something for me. There's a scroll with the names of all the sons of liberty, including some very important.
Oh, I think I have that.
Influential people in Boston. It was misplaced somewhere around the Old North Church. Will you get it for me?
I have that. I searched Liberty's Kids Gamecast and it says Arnold Schwarzenegger, Billy Crystal. There's no way was Arnold Schwarzenegger on Liberty's Kids? There's no way. Was he? I don't believe that. Well, anyway, there's the scroll.
Ah, the missing scroll. Some important
Not
people
missing
here
no
in
more.
Boston will be very relieved
I
to
can't
know
find
this
the
hasn't
cast for the
fallen
game.
into the wrong hands. We need for the truth of British oppression to be heard throughout the colonies. What would you like to know?
I want to know who did it. Do you know who did it?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I don't know.
Someone who doesn't want to be pushed around by the British government anymore.
I'm sure whoever did it had a very good reason.
It was the Sons of Liberty, a group of men strongly opposed to British rule. They, were disguised as Mohawk Indians.
Smooth. Let's use that.
What actually happened to the tea?
It didn't end up in any loyalist cup, that's for sure.
Loyalists. I said that earlier.
The crates of tea were broken open, and all the tea was thrown overboard and given a good soaking in the harbor.
All right. When was this? It was exactly. I assume it was around this time.
When was the tea destroyed?
It was destroyed at a very significant time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the evening of December 16th, 1773.
Oh, what a
before
night.
the midnight deadline requiring the tea to be
Late
unloaded.
December
or confiscated in order to pay
1773.
the taxes due.
What a very special time for me. Boston Harbor, what a night.
Where was the tea destroyed?
Let's just say that Boston Harbor witnessed quite a tea party. Though most people prefer hot water with their tea.
Why do you think the tea was
This should be
destroyed?
another good why.
Why? You picked the right person to ask
Oh
why.
boy. Yeah, I know all about it. I heard all about it.
To make a point. Parliament has no right trying to take away our rights to govern ourselves. We will not submit to British tyranny.
Maybe the others' answers were too wordy. That's a possibility. Well, I think we've gotten all we can get out of Boston here. So let's go back to the print shop.
Welcome back. Did you learn anything about the Boston Tea Party?
I sure did,
We
Moses.
Sure did. And you
Yeah.
were right. There were lots of different opinions out there about what happened.
And lots of interesting people to talk to. I was surprised
Like
how strong
Henri.
some feelings are against the British Parliament and the King, even though we are all British subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as reporters,
For now.
your next task is to decide which.
What
quotes
do you
want to
mean
put
for
in your story.
now?
We want our readers to get the clearest and most accurate information about the Tea Party. Head over to the editing desk on the back wall, and I'll tell you what to do next.
Okay.
This is the editing desk. Select a part of your story and then choose a
I like
quote
that
for
pencil.
that section. You'll notice that some people gave you facts while others didn't really know what went on. Try to pick the best quotes from your notebook. You can always get feedback from me to help you learn which quotes contain better information.
And we can
When you're all done,
go back.
come back, and I'll tell you what to do next.
I think we can go back as well. So who? Henri, a young French lad, was unsure who was responsible for destroying the tea. That should be, yeah, that's good. According to John Adams, the group who did it has been known for its dedication to the right of Americans. British Century was of the opinion that it could have been any of the townspeople who did it. No. Nasser's responsible. A loyalist offered. It was Samuel Adams and the Sons of Liberty. I called them the Sons of Violence. No, yeah. What do you think about this?
Feedback appears below each
Excellent
of your quotes.
reporting, huh? I think it's too opinionated. According to Samuel Adams, it was the Sons of Liberty, a group of men strongly opposed to British rule. They were disguised as Mohawk Indians. That's a good answer. Let's use that. Yes. Where? Henri, yeah. We're not using Henri's. I would like to, but... Relying on printed reports, John Adams released it to use dumped into Boston Harbor. It's relying on printed reports, so maybe not. All the crates were broken open and dumped. That's a good one. Let's just say Boston is quite a team, but yet this is a good answer because it says exactly where. It also says a little bit of what. Dumped into Boston Harbor alongside Griffin's Wharf. But it's relying on printed reports. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. We'll use that. What? Henri was... Yeah, okay. Thank you, Henri. Mob dumped the tea overboard. Just only expressed a loss of tea. The crates of tea were broken open. All the tea was thrown overboard and given a good soaking in the harbor. Yes, good answer. What? Well, it's a bit opinionated, too. Dumped all tea over... Well, whatever. It's detailed. They hate tea. Some people have lost all patience with Parliament to... Oh, we do get 2 Ys. So I liked Miss Wheatley's answer. And we could also use Samuel Adams. Boston Milliner. To make a point. Parliament has no right trying to take away our rights to govern ourselves. We will not switch British tyranny. But we want both sides. So let's use Samuel Adams, but let's also use the other side. So what was the British Century? These colonists have lost all respect for the country. Sweet soldiers who have defended them, and they're no willing to pay their taxes. Sheer selfishness, if you ask me. I don't know if that's really why. She said, well, she believes in the cause. She was also concerned about the rebellion's effects on business. That's that's a good why. Yeah, that's good. All good. And when? December 16th in the early evening. Evening December 16th, just a few hours before the midnight deadline. That's exactly when, so that's good. That's all good. This is all good.
Good work. If you think you have finished editing your story, go to the layout area in front of the printing press to design the front page of your newspaper.
Okay. Oh,
This
did
is
we
the
didn't get a
layout
picture of
area
Samuel
where you can
Adams.
make your
Well, they don't
newspaper
know it
front
was
page
him
look
anyway.
Just the way you want before you print it out. Choose a sketch for your front page and type in a headline. Publish the paper once you are finished.
This is oh, that's good, right? This is good, I think. And what do we want? Oh, it says hang on. Let's customize this a little bit. So we can do any design here we want. So let's use something T related. There we go. Just so you know what you're reading. I like this because it's like tea leaves, you know. For Passamaquoddy freighter, there's a boat there, so that's sure. Let's all do boat related things. Cider. Hey, if anyone wants cider instead of tea, you can get that. And then I don't know what. Whatever. That's whatever. And we will name this. I don't think it matters. So, this Boston, somebody spilled the tea. Or let's just say somebody spilled the tea. No, how about, the tea has been spilled in that's whatever. The tea has been spilled. It's whatever. It says, yeah, Boston right there. The tea has been spilled. And publish. Yes.
We need to get the truth out about the Boston Tea Party. It's important that all the colonies know what's happening. We should be as one, united in a common cause.
Mm-hmm.
Your story is key in making
Print
that happen.
it.
Let's get it published.
Publish.
You can check out the chalkboard to see how many newspapers your story has sold. We should send a copy to Ben in London on the next ship. It'll take a couple of months to reach him, but he'll want to see how you two are doing and hear about the news.
Let's see.
Well, not bad.
That's not the design I chose.
James and Sarah. It looks like Moses is teaching you well. Boston Tea Party, eh? I'm not sure that was the wisest thing for the Sons of Liberty to do, but what's done is done. From what I've heard, the British are sending more soldiers to Boston. They believe the colonies are in open rebellion. Representatives from the colonies have met together to decide what to do. With the colonists stockpiling weapons and gunpowder, I fear that trouble of a very significant nature is brewing.
Well, James and Sarah, it's been
I'm still
over
trying
a
to
year since
place
the
that
Boston Tea
guy's
Party.
voice from earlier.
It's a good thing Ben is on his way back from London. The mood in the colonies is getting ugly. I want you to be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Sam and Max.
Certainly, Moses. You can count on us.
As reporters, you'll have to ask the right questions.
I know. I've heard you
and
say
get the
this.
facts and
I've heard you
opinions
say.
that
I've
make
heard
the
it.
most
Yeah.
accurate and interesting story. As a matter of fact,
I know. There's a new
if
thing on the
new
bulletin
assignment
board.
on the bulletin board, you can investigate that story.
There is.
If there's no new assignment,
600
finish
newspapers
working on
sold.
your
All right.
Good work. To develop your journalistic skills even further, you can read my comments under each of the quotes in your story.
I read that
The
already.
more accurate and informational the quotes, the better the story and the more newspapers we will sell.
This guy I'm thinking of, he voiced several characters in Sam and Max, which makes sense. I think the guy who voiced Benjamin Franklin voiced Santa Claus in Sam and Max Season 2, Episode 1, Ice Station Santa. I can't remember any specific... I think the president in Sam and Max Season 1, Episode 4, which I cannot remember the name of, but I believe he voiced that character. That's one of the characters. So I knew oh, Smiley Bone. Also, Smiley Bone, of course, from Bone. Right.
If there is another exciting
There we
assignment
go.
has just come in.
That was Liberty's
You'll find it
Kids.
over on the bulletin board.
Maybe I'll stream the rest of this at some point. But 600 subscriptions. That's more subscribers than I have.
The chalkboard is where I keep track of how many newspapers we've sold. The better the
Cool.
story, the
yes.
better the sales.
Thank
So do
you,
your best
thank
to
you,
get as
Moses.
many interesting
Thanks.
and accurate quotes as possible.
Thanks. Well, that was Liberty's Kids, and that's no quit. I hope you learned something about Liberty and about kids and about and company, because it is the learning company after all. All right, see ya.